I want you to take a gentle breath with me. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Now, I want you to think this one simple thought that can truly transform your entire life. I deeply and completely love and accept myself right now. Just let those words sink into your heart. Say them softly inside your mind. Feel how they sound in your body. Feel the warmth of them. Because this one thought, this one simple, loving idea can begin to shift everything. You see, healing never begins with anger or criticism. It begins with acceptance. We don't need more judgment. We need more love. We don't need more struggle. We need more gentleness. When we stop fighting ourselves, when we stop saying, I love myself, that's when real transformation begins. I know many of you have spent years trying to earn love. You've tried to be good enough, perfect enough, successful enough. But, my darling, you were born enough. You were born whole. You were born deserving of love. You don't have to prove your worth, you only have to remember it. I want you to know that love is the great miracle cure. Love dissolves anger. Love releases guilt. Love fades fear. And that love begins inside you. Every time you choose a loving thought instead of a fearful one, your energy changes, your body softens, your life begins to respond. It's not magic, it's alignment. The mind and the body are always listening to your words. When you say, I am safe, I am loved, I am healing, your subconscious begins to believe it, and the universe starts to rearrange itself to match your new vibration. Many of us have learned to love ourselves conditionally. We say, I'll love myself when I lose the weight, when I find the right partner, when I get that job, when I have more money. But love isn't a reward. Love is the foundation. You build everything else upon it. Without self-love, everything feels unstable. With self-love, everything flows with grace. So today, instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Ask, what can I love about myself today? Because, my dear, there is so much to love. There's your courage, your heart, the way you've survived every single hard day, the way you keep showing up even when it hurts, the way you're learning, growing, forgiving. That's love in action. I want to tell you something very important. You have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Every time you look into the mirror and choose kindness instead of cruelty, you are rewriting your life story. Every gentle word you say to yourself is a seed planted in the garden of your mind. And those seeds grow. They grow into confidence, into health, into joy, into peace. When I say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, I am not ignoring my flaws. I am acknowledging that I am more than them. I am saying, even as I grow, even as I make mistakes, I am still lovable. Because love doesn't wait for perfection. Love heals imperfection. Love doesn't punish, it restores. Love doesn't say, you'll be worthy when. Love whispers, you are worthy now. Sometimes people ask me, Louise, how can I love myself when I've done so many things wrong? And I tell them gently, because love is the only thing that will make it right. When you choose to love yourself, You stop repeating the same pain. You stop punishing yourself for old wounds. You begin to create a new pattern, one of forgiveness, compassion, and peace. You see, your inner critic is just a frightened child who learned the wrong messages long ago. It repeats what it heard. You're not enough. You're too much. You're unlovable. But you are not that voice. You are the one who hears it, and you can gently say to it, "It's okay, sweetheart. I know you're scared, but we're safe now. We're learning to love ourselves." That's how the healing begins, not through force, but through tenderness. Love is the most powerful healing force in the universe. It's stronger than fear, deeper than pain, more transforming than any medicine. When you fill your mind with loving thoughts, your body follows. The cells in your body respond to your words. Every time you say, "I am safe," your nervous system relaxes. Every time you say, "I am loved," your heart opens a little more. Every time you say, "I forgive myself," your energy lightens. Let's practice together now. Take a breath and whisper softly, "I am safe and loved." Again, "I am gentle with myself." And once more, "I forgive myself for not being perfect." Feel how different those words are from the words of self-judgment you may have said for years. Feel how your shoulders drop, how your body eases, how your mind feels a little lighter. This is the power of love in motion. This is healing. My dear, every time you choose love over fear, you are transforming your life. Every loving thought is a step toward freedom. Every kind word is a doorway to peace. Every act of acceptance is a declaration. I am worthy of my own love. And when you love yourself, truly love yourself, you begin to attract people, opportunities, and experiences that reflect that love back to you. The world mirrors your beliefs. The kinder you are to yourself, the kinder life becomes. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. Every thought you think is creating your future. So choose thoughts that nurture you. Choose thoughts that say, "I am doing my best." Choose thoughts that remind you of your strength, your beauty, your resilience. You have been through so much, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still open to love. That means there is more right with you than wrong with you. So as you go through your day, I want you to repeat this one simple thought. I deeply and completely love and accept myself right now. Say it while brushing your teeth. Say it in traffic. Say it when you're washing dishes, when you're about to sleep. Let it become the background music of your life. Because the more you repeat it, the more your mind believes it, and the more your life begins to reflect it. Loving yourself isn't arrogance, it's sanity. It's not selfish, it's sacred. Because when you love yourself, you stop asking others to fill the emptiness inside you. You stop chasing love, and you start radiating it. You become the source, not the seeker. And when that happens, everything around you begins to heal too. I want you to imagine your life 1 year from now, if you start today. If every single day you choose one loving thought over one fearful thought, if you forgive instead of blame, if you praise instead of criticize, can you feel how peaceful that future feels? Can you sense how free, how light, how beautiful it could be. That future is not far away. It begins the moment you choose love. So, my dear, let's end with these words together. I am safe. I am loved. I am gentle with myself. I forgive myself for not being perfect. I deeply and completely love and accept myself right now. Let this be your mantra, your medicine, your morning prayer. Say it until you feel it. Say it until you believe it. Say it until your life starts to reflect it, because it will. It always does. Remember, you are loved. You have always been loved. Life loves you. And as you keep choosing that truth, as you keep affirming that love, everything in your world will begin to transform, not through struggle, but through grace. Have you ever felt a deep sadness rise up from nowhere? A sudden ache that doesn't quite make sense? Maybe you find yourself overreacting to small things, or feeling an emptiness that words can't touch. My dear, that is not weakness. That is your inner child calling for your attention. Within you is a little child who needs love and safety. That child has been waiting patiently for you not to fix them, not to scold them, but to finally hold them. You see, the inner child carries every emotion you were ever told not to feel, every tear you held back, every I'm fine you forced through trembling lips, every time you were told to be strong when all you wanted was to be seen. That's where your child still lives. That little one remembers, and they don't need you to explain away the pain. They need you to listen. Healing your inner child is not about going back to the past. It's about bringing love to the places in you that were once starved of it. When I talk about healing, I don't mean erasing memories. I mean embracing them with compassion. Because every unhealed wound in you is simply a place where love hasn't yet been allowed to enter. That's all. When you understand that, you stop running from the pain and begin walking toward it with tenderness. You don't heal by rejecting the hurt. You heal by loving the one who... There's a little one inside you who still believes they need to earn love. They might think they have to be perfect or quiet or pleasing to be safe. But you and I know now safety doesn't come from being perfect. Safety comes from being loved exactly as you are. And that is what you must now give to your inner child. Unconditional love, the kind no one could give you before. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale softly, exhale slowly. Now, I want you to imagine that you are standing in a warm, peaceful light. This light feels like safety. It feels like home. And as you stand there, you see a small version of yourself, maybe 5 or 6 years old, walking toward you. Notice the look in their eyes. Do they seem afraid, lonely, hopeful? However they appear, it's perfect. Don't rush. Just watch them come closer. When they reach you, kneel down, look into their eyes and say softly, "You are safe now. I am here for you. I love you unconditionally." Say it again, slowly, until your heart believes it. Feel the warmth of your arms wrapping around them. Feel their tiny heartbeat against yours. This, my dear, is healing. The moment you hold that child within you, the walls around your heart begin to melt. For the first time, your inner child feels seen, not judged, not corrected, just held. Some of you might feel tears coming, and that's okay. Tears are sacred. They are proof that love is returning to places that have been cold for too long. Every tear you cry in awareness is a drop of freedom. You may notice that as you hold this little one, your body relaxes. The tightness in your chest softens. The heaviness in your shoulders lightens. Because you are no longer fighting against yourself, you are reuniting with yourself. Healing your inner child is not an intellectual exercise. It's an act of love. It's saying, sweetheart, you did your best. You didn't deserve what happened. You were always worthy. And now I am here to protect you. That's what love sounds like. That's what peace feels like. Sometimes people ask me, Louise, how do I know if I still have inner child wounds? And I say gently, you'll know every time you feel overreactive, frightened, or unworthy. Those are not signs that you are broken. Those are signs that your child is speaking. Instead of silencing that voice, try to listen. When you feel fear, whisper, it's okay, little one, you're safe with me. When you feel anger, say, it's okay to be mad. I'm here and I won't leave you. When you feel sad, say, cry, sweetheart, I'm right here. These are words the child inside you has been waiting a lifetime to hear. And every time you say them, you rewrite the story of your past. You take the power out of pain and place it back in love. You see, the inner child isn't the problem. The problem is the neglect of that child. When we ignore them, they act out through anxiety, fear, perfectionism, or people-pleasing. But when we finally give them what they need, safety, compassion, and presence, they settle. They trust. They allow us to live with more freedom and joy. When you heal the child within you, you free the adult you have become. I want you to know that no matter what you experienced, the rejection, the shouting, the loneliness that was never your fault, you did not deserve it. You were simply a small being doing your best to survive. You didn't fail, you adapted, but now you're no longer that helpless child. You have the power to reparent yourself, to give yourself the love, patience, and tenderness that were once missing. You can become the safe space you always needed. Each day, I invite you to spend just 5 minutes connecting with your inner child. You can write to them, draw with them, or simply place your hand over your heart and say, I'm here. That's enough. That's everything. You don't need to fix them. You only need to love them. Because the moment they feel loved, the moment they feel safe, healing begins to unfold naturally. You might find that this practice changes how you see others too. When someone hurts you or lashes out, you begin to recognize their inner child scared, defensive, unloved. Compassion grows. You stop taking things so personally because you realize everyone is carrying a child who just wants to feel safe. As you continue this work, life becomes softer. You begin to laugh more easily. You begin to trust again. You begin to see yourself not as broken, but as beautifully whole, a mosaic of all your experiences, each piece shining with love. Wholeness isn't perfection. It's acceptance of every part of you. So tonight, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart. Whisper gently, "Little one, we made it through another day. You did so well. You are safe now. I love you." And as you drift into sleep, imagine that small child resting peacefully inside your heart, surrounded by light, because the truth is that child has always been waiting for you to come home. My dear, healing your inner child is not a one-time act. It's a lifelong relationship. But the more you practice, the more peace you'll feel. You'll start to notice that the anger fades, the fear quiets, and the love, the love grows stronger and stronger. Because when you love the child within you, you heal generations of pain. You rewrite your story into one of love, safety, and joy. And so, let's close this moment with one simple truth. You are safe now. You are loved now. You are whole now. The little one inside you can rest because you are finally here. My dear, I want to invite you to take a deep breath and soften your heart for a moment. This part of healing the relationship with your parents, can be tender. It can stir old memories, buried anger, deep sadness, or even confusion. But remember, healing is not about blame. It's about freedom. It's about releasing yourself from the emotional inheritance that has lived within your family for generations. So, I ask you gently, are you ready to set yourself free? Let us begin with one truth that has brought peace to countless hearts. Your parents did the best they could with the understanding they had. I know those words may be hard to hear at first, especially if your childhood was filled with pain or neglect. You might think, how could they have done their best when they hurt me so deeply? But understand, my love hurt people. Those who do not know how to love themselves cannot possibly love another in a healthy way. Your parents could only teach what they were taught. They could only give what they had within them, and sometimes that was fear, confusion, or pain. When we hold on to resentment toward our parents, we unconsciously carry their pain within us. We continue the cycle. The same words they once used on us, we begin to use on ourselves. The same emotional distance they carried, we start to carry in our own relationships. Forgiving them doesn't mean you condone their behavior. It means you choose peace over poison. Forgiveness is not saying it was okay. Forgiveness is saying, I am no longer willing to suffer for it. Think of this for a moment. Your parents were also once small, frightened children. They too were told not to cry, not to feel, not to dream too big. They were molded by the wounds of their own parents, who were also doing their best within their limited understanding. Every generation hands down not just genetics, but emotional energy. And what you are doing right now, by choosing to heal, is breaking that chain. You are stopping the flow of pain and allowing love to take its place. You are saying, the hurt ends with me. Let us imagine together now. Close your eyes, take a slow breath, and picture your parents standing before you, not as adults, but as two small children. Maybe they're 5 or 6 years old, like the inner child you met earlier. See how tiny they are, how uncertain, how innocent. Perhaps you can sense the fear in their eyes or the longing to be loved. You can feel that deep human ache that says, "Please see me, please love me, please tell me I am enough." This is what they have carried all their lives, and without healing, they passed it on to you. Now imagine stepping closer to those small versions of your parents. You can place a gentle hand on their shoulders. Look into their eyes and say softly, "I understand now. You were doing the best you could. I release you with love. You no longer control how I feel." As you say this, you are not excusing them. You are reclaiming your power. You are no longer the wounded child begging for their approval. You are the loving adult who can now give yourself what they could not. In this moment, you become the healer of your lineage. You are transforming inherited pain into compassion. You are choosing to end the war within. Because, my dear, you cannot be free while still holding someone prisoner in your heart. The energy of resentment binds you to the past. The energy of forgiveness liberates you into the present. And forgiveness, in its purest form, is not for them, it's for you. I often say we are all victims of victims. Once we truly grasp this, judgment softens. You begin to see your parents not as villains, but as human beings who were once lost, frightened, and doing what they thought was right. And the moment you see their humanity, your heart opens not to excuse the pain, but to understand it. Understanding brings peace. Judgment brings suffering. Sometimes forgiveness doesn't happen in one moment. Sometimes it's a process. There will be days when you feel free, and days when old wounds resurface. That's okay. Healing is not linear. It's like peeling layers of an onion. With every layer you release, you cry a little, you breathe a little, and you see a little more clearly. Eventually, you reach the soft center of truth. Love was always beneath the pain. I'd like you to try a beautiful practice that has brought deep transformation to many hearts. Sit in a quiet space. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Breathe gently. Now, visualize your parents, not their adult forms, but those small children again. See them standing together in front of you, surrounded by a soft, golden light. You walk toward them, and instead of words, you offer them something greater. Your compassion. Open your arms, hold them both, and whisper, "I release you with love. You no longer control how I feel. I choose peace, I choose freedom, I choose love." Feel that light expand around all three of you, your mother, and your father. See the tension begin to dissolve, the old stories unraveling. You are not erasing what happened. You are transforming it. You are taking the dense energy of pain and turning it into wisdom. You are turning fear into understanding. You are turning inheritance into liberation. Now, imagine placing both of them gently inside your heart. This heart is vast, safe, and full of light. It has enough room for your pain, your forgiveness, and your love. You are not carrying them out of obligation. You are holding them in peace. From this place, you can bless them. May you find healing. May you find peace. May you know love as I am learning to know love. The beauty of this process is that as you release them, you release yourself. When you forgive your parents, you forgive the part of you that became like them. You forgive the version of yourself that didn't know better either. You become softer, kinder, freer, and as your energy changes, something miraculous happens. Your relationships begin to shift too. You attract more peace, more love, more understanding, because that's what you're now radiating. Remember, love is the great healer, and forgiveness is love put into action. It doesn't mean pretending everything was fine. It means choosing to create something new from what once was broken. It means saying, this pain will not define me anymore. You can do this work in many ways, through writing letters you never send, through prayer, through meditation, through gentle self-talk. Each time you send love instead of resentment, you heal a piece of the past. You heal not just yourself, but generations before and after you. Because energy doesn't disappear, it transforms. When you heal, your family line begins to heal too. I want to remind you, it's okay if you still feel anger. It's okay if part of you resists forgiveness. That's normal. Don't force it. Just be willing. Willingness is the doorway to healing. Say softly, I am willing to forgive. I am willing to release. Even if you don't feel ready yet, willingness plants the seed, and love will water it when the time is right. So, my dear, let's take one last deep breath together. Inhale light, exhale pain. Inhale compassion, exhale control. Whisper to your heart, I release you with love. You no longer control how I feel. Feel the truth of that spreading through your body. Feel the peace that comes when you let go of what no longer serves you. You are free now, free to love without fear, free to create new patterns, free to live as the person your parents could never be because you are the evolution of their story. You are the healing they never found. You are the love they always needed. And as you walk forward, carry this blessing in your heart. I am the bridge between the past and the future. I release what was with love, and I allow peace to flow through me. My darling, as we move toward the end of our time together, I want you to remember that healing is not something that happens once. It is a daily practice, a gentle returning to love. Every day, you have a choice to speak to yourself with kindness, to act with compassion, and to live from a place of peace. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Small, loving habits, repeated with intention, create miracles over time. Let's begin with the simplest one affirmation. I want you to whisper softly, I love the child within me. Say it again and feel it, not as just words, but as truth. This affirmation is like watering the roots of a beautiful tree inside your soul. The more you repeat it, the stronger that tree becomes. Do it for 21 days, every morning, every night. Look into your eyes in the mirror and say, I love the child within me. This daily act of love rewires your mind to remember what's always been true. You are lovable, you are enough, you are whole. The second habit is to do something that makes your inner child happy. When was the last time you laughed for no reason or danced just because the music was good? Healing doesn't always have to be serious. Joy is the highest form of healing energy. Draw, sing, paint, go for a walk under the morning sunday, eat your favorite childhood snack. When you do, you tell your inner child, it's safe to be happy now. And happiness, when practiced daily, becomes your natural state of being. The third habit, my dear, is to bring gratitude into your money and your giving. Every time you pay a bill or spend money, don't grumble. Instead, say with love, thank you for the money that allows me to live comfortably. Because every transaction is an energy exchange. When you send money out with appreciation, it returns to you in ways you could never imagine. I've always said, what you give out comes back. When you send out love through words, through energy, through gratitude, it must return multiplied. Let every payment, every act of giving be wrapped in love, not fear. The fourth habit is something I call moments of awareness. A few times a day, just pause. Stop what you're doing, take a deep breath, and say, I am aware, I am safe, I am love. These simple words bring you home to the present moment, the only place where peace truly exists. The mind loves to wander into the past or rush into the future, but your power is here, now. When you say these words, you realign with the flow of life. You step back into harmony with your heart. And so, as we come to the final thought, the one thought that can change everything, let it sink deep into your soul. I love and accept myself right now, not tomorrow, not when you're thinner, richer, wiser, or more accomplished right now. In this imperfect, beautiful, breathing moment, you are enough. You don't need to fix yourself to be lovable. You only need to remember that love has been within you all along. Say it with me. Life loves me, and I love myself. Let it echo inside you like a gentle prayer. Feel how your energy shifts when you speak it. This thought, this one sacred thought, has the power to dissolve guilt, calm anxiety, and open the door to miracles. Because when you truly love yourself, life begins to mirror that love back to you in countless ways. People become kinder, opportunities flow more easily, your body begins to heal, love finds its way to you, because you've become its home. So, as you close your eyes tonight, or as you begin your morning tomorrow, hold this truth close to your heart. You are love, you are worthy, you are safe, you are enough. Repeat it daily. Let it become the rhythm of your soul. And when you forget, as we all do, come back here. Listen again, breathe again, begin again. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to share it. Say it louder. I choose to love myself today. Because that choice made with sincerity is the most powerful prayer you can ever offer. When you love yourself, you help heal the world. Remember, my dear, life loves you, and I love you. Keep practicing these small habits and watch as peace, joy, and abundance unfold gently, beautifully, effortlessly in your life.